Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Black Irons 45 here, and we are back with another video, man. And today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that I wish that I was told, or I wish that I knew prior to owning my firearm, and just some tips and tricks that people should know if you are a beginner, things you should know prior to owning a firearm. Also, I wanted to just thank everybody so far who has been subscribed to the channel. We finally reached 100 subscribers, man. Shout out to all of you guys that has been showing me love since the beginning. I really appreciate you guys, and you guys have really came through. And, you know, I just want to thank you guys so much for this ongoing support. I do plan on making more videos, so if you guys do want to see more videos on my Glock 45, you guys can leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see. What are some things you would like for me to create for this channel, just so that I can have some more content to post. I do only have one firearm at the moment, so I just want to make the most out of my one firearm. I'm not gonna turn into a gun addict or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to buy a whole bunch of guns and just go crazy and not even know how to use it. But this gun right here is the one that I plan on using and just making it my main weapon of choice. Just real quick before we start the video, just allow you guys to kind of see what I got going on. So as you can see, we have the O light on the front with the light on there. We also have the True Glow suppressor height night sights on the front and on the back as well, as you can see on the back there. Really love how that looks on the gun. And Glock 45, of course. I did add this back strap that comes with the Glock. I think this is the size L, which is the large. And I just really like how it feels in my hand for now. I have not taken it to the range yet to kind of see how this functions, you know, when I draw or when I'm shooting, to see how comfortable that is, because I have seen people doing a lot of like cuts and stuff like this on the back end just to make it shorter. I guess they can get a better grip, but I'm definitely gonna take that to the range to see how that test goes, to see how it fits on my hand. And just before we start this video, as you can see, we are clear. That's for the kids, you feel me? Make sure you guys are clearing your guns. Very important. But right before I do that, we're just gonna get into the video. So I did want to talk about a couple topics that I feel like every beginner should know. You know what I'm saying? So this is before you buy a firearm. If you already have it, you know, you still need to know these things. I don't care if you're the most seasoned firearm carrier or brand new, you just got it yesterday or you just got it today. Like, you have to know these things in order to carry your gun. Okay, so first things first, the first thing that I think is the most important is knowing the 4 rules of firearm safety. So rule number 1, treat every firearm as if it's loaded. So I don't care where you're going. If you know your gun is loaded or not, the first thing you want to do is to clear your gun and just to make sure that it is unloaded and safe before you carry it. If you are going to load any rounds, you can go ahead and do that and go ahead and safely store it into your waistband or however it is that you're going to carry this gun. All right, so treat every firearm as if it's loaded. Next, you want to never point your firearm in the direction unless you plan on destroying or shooting that area. So you never want to point this at anyone. You also never want to point this into somewhere, especially if you have training ammo in there. You do not want to point this at any walls or anything like that, especially if the gun is loaded, because you do not want it to go off and, you know, penetrate the wall or anything like that, or cause any harm to anyone else. Okay, so that's definitely one thing that you want to make sure doesn't happen. You do not point this gun at anything that you do not intend to destroy. If you are at a range, you know, making sure that that gun is pointed down range and not to the side. You're not racking it to the side or anything like that. Make sure you're keeping it straightforward down range. Okay, just to make sure, you know, everybody is safe. The third rule is finger discipline. So make sure your finger is always on the side of the gun when you're not ready to shoot. So if you are holding the gun, this is how your gun needs to look at all times. So you should never be resting your finger on the trigger or putting it near the trigger unless you're ready to shoot. So this should be your resting position right here. So finger on the side, not curled. Naturally, our fingers are made to curl just like that, but you just want to make sure that your finger is not in there, okay, until you're ready to shoot. One of the methods that I would say really helped me in the beginning was I'll just spend the whole day just pointing like this. Literally everything I did, I picked up a pencil like this. Like it was just the stupidest things, but I was just making sure, you know, I keep my finger straight, just so that when I did eventually get my gun, my finger stays just like this at all times. I remember the first time I ever grabbed the gun, that was my first thing, sticking it in that hole to kind of get that trigger feel. But the most important thing is to keep it off that trigger unless you're ready to fire. Okay, so that's rule number 3 in the rule book. So you always want to know, for rule number 4, to know where your target is and to also know what's beyond your targets, because like I've seen in a couple videos, they say that every single bullet that you shoot has a lawyer next to it. So so whatever bullet that you release out of this gun, you're accountable for it. So you want to make sure that whatever you know, bullet that is coming out of your gun, it is going to that target and only to that target only. You do not want it to cross that target, go somewhere else, hit 3 people behind it. Like, we not trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no John Wick. You know, this ain't no the movie Wanted, like in the early 2000s. Like, nah, this is real stuff. So you want to make sure whatever you're hitting, whatever you're targeting, is exactly what you're hitting at that moment. Okay, so those are the 4 rules that, you know, is the most important, and I feel like every beginner should know. Do not take this lightly. This is something that is very serious, so you want to make sure that you know these rules by heart and in your head at all times whenever you carry, just so that you can make sure you're on the safe side. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about there. Also, guys, I did want to talk about training ammo as well. There are a lot of brands that are out there, but I'm just going to talk about the one that I've been using lately. This has been the most reliable, I would say. I mean, I've done about 150 to 200 rounds so far in this firearm, so I can say that this round, I guess, is a bit reliable. I mean, I would say the most rounds you'd want to use for a certain brand, I would say up to 500 to 1,000. I'm not there yet, but definitely this has been the best ammo that I've used so far, which is the Blazer brand. This is Blazer ammunition, brass casing. I'm not promoting the sale of this item at all, so if you do want to get something like this, you would have to go to your local firearms dealer to get something like that. But this is the brand that I've been using. Very reliable when it comes, and my gun runs this ammo very, very well. I have not yet tried any other ammo as of yet, but I do plan on trying, as well as self-defense ammo as well. So I have not been carrying this gun with you know, this ammo right here, because that is not what you're supposed to be doing. So you can't carry this as training ammo. These are full metal jackets, so you do not want to carry no full metal jackets unless you are a thug or somebody on the streets, and this is not what we do here. So you want to have something that is a self-defense related, so you want to have self-defense rounds in your firearm whenever you're carrying it on the go. Okay, so that's the next step that I plan on doing, is to carry that self-defense ammo. And if you guys do have any good self-defense ammo requests, you can let me know in the comment section below, and you can kind of just let me know what you guys recommend or whatnot for this firearm. I've heard Federal HSTs are pretty good. I've heard critical duties are good. and the list goes on. So you guys let me know what's good out there, and I'll go ahead and give it a try next time I go to the range, just to see how this gun runs, you know, that ammo. I'm not gonna say one box is gonna be one box and that's it, but definitely I just want to see how those rounds run through this firearm. Okay. Also, guys, another thing I wanted to talk about is comfortability. So I was kind of naive in the beginning, owning this gun. You know, I just thought this was the best gun ever. In my first video, I was saying that I did not like the Glock 19 or whatever because of, you know, the pinky and how the pinky hangs off and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm changing my mind. Like, I feel like this gun is very, very large. I feel like it's a great training gun, but as to carry, I have found myself having issues carrying it because of like carrying it all day. Basically, like it becomes a little bit annoying, especially when it comes to sitting down. If you're wearing jeans, if you're wearing like sweatpants, I feel like that's cool, but when it comes to like jeans and stuff like that, it's a little difficult. So I may be getting another firearm, just, you know, a bit smaller, just to carry. I'm thinking about maybe 43X or something like that, but I don't know yet. But for now, this is what I'm carrying. It is a little uncomfortable, but I try not to carry it a lot because I'm very new to the gun, you know, industry or whatever. So I'm not carrying the gun as often as I should because at work I'm not allowed to carry or whatever. So basically I'm just trying to see what works for me for now. But as of now, it's just been like on the side. I would carry it on the side, but not on my person because I'm still not ready for that level yet. So that's what I'm doing for right now. But if you guys have any recommendations, you guys let me know on how I should carry this gun due to the size or whatnot. That's a bit more comfortable other than appendix or whatnot. But with sweats, it's super comfortable. It's just that with a belt and jeans, it gets a little uncomfortable. All right, so yeah, I mean, that's about it, y'all. You know, just the Glock 19. The Glock 45, guys. Got a couple racks in. So don't rack it like this when you're in the what's it called? The gun range. Never rack it to the side. Always rack it from the front. You feel me? Just to make sure that everything runs the way it's supposed to, and also that you're safe. You never want to point this sideways to the person next to you, and then next to a casualty. So you don't want any of those issues when it comes to that. So all right, guys, hope you guys learned something in this video. Firearm safety is super important. Make sure you guys focus on that. If you are a beginner, make sure you get that down pat so that you are set for success whenever it is that you're carrying your firearm. And you always want to make sure that you're safe with your loved ones and the people that you come across on a day-to-day basis. All right, well, love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Verse of the day is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. So allow God to direct your path this week or the weeks to come. Let go and let God. Let God take care of everything, and you should be all good to go. Okay? See you guys next time. Love you guys. Peace.